I walk a straight line, shackled and chained. Oh, gruesome Gertie is calling my name. There is no mercy in this penitentiary. Just ask the Hillstring Gang or Angola 3. I'm here for life, I'm here to die. Inside these walls, inside the wire. And when the wolf cries, I know it's over. Oh, bloody Angola. Oh, bloody Angola.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Bloody Angola, a podcast 142 years in the making, the complete story of America's bloodiest prison. I'm Jim Chapman, and today I am going to bring you back to the late summer and early fall of 2017. 3 random shootings in the parish, along with one just across the line in a rural area of East Baton Rouge Parish, seem to all be the work of one individual. The 4 shootings resulted in the death of 3 men, and a 4th man miraculously survived. Now, the similarities in these shootings were striking, to say the least. All were white men, middle-aged and up, and all were shot in front of their homes. Eventually, Ryan Sharpe would be arrested, claiming he was hunting people, collecting hunting tags for the federal government in a conspiracy involving the FBI, the U.S. Navy, the Louisiana State Police, and even the richest man in America, which I looked it up, and in 2017, that was Bill Gates. So the road to his conviction would prove daunting, as a trial, a conviction, and a retrial would all have to be played out before these families would get justice. And it all began on July 8th of 2017 when Tommy Bass, who was 62 years old, was found dead of a shotgun blast in the driveway leading out from his carport of his home. This was in rural East Feliciana Parish. This type of killing, it just didn't happen in East Feliciana Parish. When you saw a homicide as a detective, it was usually tied to a domestic dispute or a dispute in general where you had a suspect right off the bat. In this situation, there were a lot of things going against the investigation. For example, Tommy did not have any known enemies. He was very well known in the community and very well liked. There was just no cause for the murder that police could find. Also, the sheriff, Jeff Travis, he was newly elected. This was his very first homicide since taking office 9 months prior. But fortunately, Sheriff Travis had some pretty damn good experience in these type of cases as it related to one of his deputies. That was Chief Deputy Greg Ferries. Greg was the former chief of police for the neighboring capital city of Baton Rouge, and he was the very first person that Sheriff Jeff Travis called to that scene. But unfortunately, there was just not a lot to go on with this shooting. Police knew that Bass was shot with a shotgun at close range. It just seemed completely random. So more than a month would pass before yet another seemingly random shooting would occur in East Feliciana Parish when 47-year-old Buck Hornsby was shot twice while exercising on his property. This was around 7:15 in the morning, and this was on September 12th of 2017. Now, this particular shooting occurred just 1.5 miles from the murder of Tommy Bass. And before I go into Buck Hornsby's situation for that day, let me tell you a little bit about Buck, because I met him. He's a guy you can look at and immediately say this guy was an athlete in his younger days. Heck of a high school football player, a big guy, but not lineman big, muscular big, like a running back. He was just a very strong country boy. And he was also, and still is, very strong in his faith, and these would both play a key role in what's about to happen. So Buck wakes up, and as was typical for Buck, he was going to go on a jog around his property, which on this particular day, when he woke up, his ankle was kind of bothering him. And that would typically occur when the weather would start to change. Maybe it was an overcast day or something. And as we all know, you get a little bit older and the bones start creaking a little bit when you wake up, and sometimes they ache. And incidentally, at this time, Buck is 47, I believe. But as I said, his ankle was bothering him and he almost considered not doing his daily run at all. However, being a guy who doesn't like to get out of a habit, he just kind of said, heck with it. I'll walk a little bit and I'll jog a little bit and then walk a little bit when my ankle would start hurting. And that's what he did. So a little bit of a slower pace than what would be normal for Buck. It was that slower pace that would ultimately save his life here. So Buck takes off on his jog and he rounds the corner of his property, which is situated right off the highway. And like most of us do, he had headphones on. He was just kind of zoning out on his jog/walk, right? The volume was just low enough, however, that he hears the sound of a vehicle seemingly pulling off the side of the highway. Buck turns to his right when he hears, boom, shotgun blast, and Buck gets shot. He dives to his left and boom, another shot. This one hits him in the back. And it's at this point that Buck kind of blacks out for 30 seconds to a minute. And he comes to realize a couple of things when he gets his bearings about him. And he immediately realizes that he's struggling to breathe and his hearing was gone, and he noticed he was covered with blood. Now, he was shot near a portable storage building that he had sitting near the edge of his property by the road, and it was fortunate that the building was even there. He was looking to sell the building, so he puts it up for sale by the highway so people would see it, and if someone's interested, they know he's selling it. But he manages to roll underneath that storage building. And it was sitting a little bit off the ground on wooden blocks or something. It was high enough sitting off the ground that he could kind of roll underneath it. And at that point, he starts looking around. Although his sight was not great, to say the least, one of the pellets had actually put his right eye out at this time. So obviously, Buck is fueled by pure adrenaline, and he goes into that survival mode, and he makes his way to a nearby house. But no one was home. And somehow, Buck manages to crawl nearly 600 yards to reach his Uncle Leon's home. So his uncle hears someone banging on the door, and he goes to the door, and he sees Buck, who's yelling, "Somebody shot me, get me to the hospital." And that's exactly what they do. His uncle loads him up, they head to the hospital, and when they get there, Buck gets taken back for x-rays. And it ain't good. He was riddled with shotgun pellets, over 50 still lodged after he had been hit with 140 pellets all over his body. To this very day, he still has some lodged in the pleurisy of his right lung, which means those pellets penetrated nearly 4 inches into his body. And an MRI at that point gets ordered, and that's due to the serious damage that was done to Buck's carotid artery in his neck. And later on, Buck would recall that he requested the doctors not give him pain medication of any kind because he wanted to be able to tell his wife and kids that he loved them, and he wasn't sure he would be able to do that if they pumped him full of painkillers. The guy was a family man, right? Now, after that MRI was completed, it was discovered that Buck came about 1/16 of an inch from bleeding out on that property. That's how close those pellets came from penetrating that main artery. Now, being the son of a pastor and a godly man himself, Buck knew his survival was nothing short of a miracle and was God's grace. He was actually quoted as saying later on, quote, 62 feet, That's how far the assailant was from me when he shot me. And had this person been just 1/16th of an inch closer, I would not be here. I know had I been in a constant jog and my ankle was not hurting, I would have been only about 20 feet from the road and I would not be here. God had his hand on me. And folks, I can't argue with that at all. It is a blessing and a miracle that he is still alive. So by this point, you have one person killed and another nearly killed just 1.5 miles away in that rural parish. They were both white men, both middle-aged and older, and both incidents involved a shotgun. But they were just far enough apart as far as the time frame, which was little over a month, that it was probably long enough that police were not sure yet if these were related incidents or not. Now, pretty much the same as the murder of Tommy Bass. No motive was present. Buck didn't have any enemies that he knew of, or that anybody else knew of for that matter. There were no witnesses to this other than Buck. Just not a lot to go on. Time passes, but not a lot of time. Just a week later, on September 19th of 2017, Carol Breeden, who was 66 and also the commissioner of BREC, which is the Baton Rouge Recreation District in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he was shot and killed outside of his home while spraying weed killer. So according to his family, the day started out as a normal day, September 19th, 2017, but it would eventually become anything but normal. He and his wife had just returned from a cruise, and as is typically done when you return from a vacation, there's a lot of work to do, right? You got clothes to wash, you've got unpacking to do, and of course, when you go on a cruise for a week or 2 weeks or whatever it was, you've probably got a lot of yard work to catch up on. And that was the case with the Breeden. Now, Mr. Carol Breeden, he just finished cutting the grass and he was in the process of spraying the ditch with that weed killer. And Miss Breeden, she was inside. She had their 2-year-old granddaughter with her and she hears 2 loud pops. Now, initially, she thought the lawnmower had backfired. That was her first inclination. However, she quickly remembered, wait a minute, he was not on the lawnmower. He had already cut the grass. He was supposed to be spraying that ditch in the front of the house with weed killer. Now, at this time, her 25-year-old grandson was also at the house, so she goes and she tells him something's not right, something happened, that she heard 2 loud bangs, and they all go out of that house together, and they see Carol Breeden lying on the ground in that yard. He had been shot in the back with a rifle. Now, the place where Mr. Breeden's body laid and where that pump sprayer was that he was using to kill those weeds, they were about 20 yards apart. And that likely meant that Mr. Breeden actually saw the shooter and ran a pretty decent distance away before he got shot. This was the 3rd shooting in the area, and a couple things would create some difficulty for investigators at this point in the investigation. First, Mr. Breeden, even though he was really close to the parish line of East Feliciana, his property was located in East Baton Rouge Parish. So different investigators, right? Completely different team working on this. Sometimes that can create some slight issues. Although in this case, these folks did work together. The investigators from East Feliciana actually contacted the investigators from East Baton Rouge Parish and said, hey, we've had some incidents, some shootings in some front yards over here, and we would like to get involved to make sure these aren't related. Now, the second thing that was strange about this situation was Mr. Breeden was shot with a rifle, not a shotgun, which was used in the first 2 incidents. And that is super rare. In instances like this, where the same person would completely change a murder weapon, you just did not see that happen. Usually it's the same weapon every time. Not unheard of, but rare. So even though these incidents occurred really close together, and when I say these incidents, I'm referring to Buck Hornsby's shooting and the shooting involving Mr. Breeden, there were still questions as to whether they were related, or what seemed more likely at this point, considering the murder weapon change, maybe a copycat was out there somewhere. Police at this point just were not sure. Hopefully you're keeping up at this point. You have Tommy Bass shot with a shotgun, and the load used in that case was buckshot. Then you have Buck Hornsby, also shot with a shotgun, but the load used was not buckshot. It was a little lighter load. Then you have the killing of Mr. Breeden, who was shot with a rifle. Now, what's most disturbing at this point is that all these men are very well respected, very good people. Everyone who knew these people just absolutely loved them. They were family men. They were fathers. They were husbands. It just didn't make any sense that any of them would get shot, much less killed. And the randomness of all of this made the investigation even more difficult. And that brings me to October 9th of 2017, which was just a couple of weeks after the murder of Mr. Carol Breeden. And I'm going to tell you about 48-year-old Brad DeFranceschi. So he was known as Ranger Brad, and he was a camp ranger at Avondale Scout Reservation, and just an amazing human being. This guy served in the Navy. He was very beloved by family and friends, dedicated his life to scouting and teaching young boys how to be men, right? And he lived at that Camp Avondale Scout Reservation in East Feliciana Parish. And on October 9th of 2017, he was taking care of lawn work around that camp. Now, his wife was just inside the home with one of their children, which she homeschooled. And she heard some loud pops, and she initially thought the weed eater had blown up. So she runs outside immediately, so fast, in fact, that she actually sees her husband fall, as well as seeing a car speed away. And my heart just absolutely goes out to this woman for what she must have seen. Ranger Brad was shot at 4 times, with 3 shots hitting him, and a rifle was used in this case as well. Of course, investigators from everywhere flocked to Camp Avondale, as well as EMTs, medics, etc. But sadly, it was just too late to save Ranger Brad. And it was at this point in the investigation that investigators knew these killings were related. Then, just hours later, police in East Feliciana Parish, they receive a call, and it was a man on the other line, and he was fully admitting to these shootings. And he told them his name was Ryan Sharpe. So that call ends, and then police attempt to call Ryan Sharpe back. There's no answer that time. However, Ryan Sharpe calls the police back a second time, and again identifies himself as the one they were looking for in these killings and shootings. And it was during these calls that Ryan Sharpe claimed he was collecting hunting tags for the federal government. More on that later. But for now, it's important to mention that the police had not released to the public some things they had gathered, some information in this investigation that they were holding close to their chest. And this is common in all cases. There's some things you don't release to the public until you absolutely have to. And one of those things is that they had kind of a rough description of the car they were looking for, and it was a 4-door car, white in color. And they were able to gather this information by reviewing a bunch of surveillance video from businesses that were around the areas where these shootings took place. So they kind of had something to go off of at this point. So while some police were chasing down leads of cars matching that description, several other investigators actually headed out to the home of Ryan Sharpe, and they were able to track down his address from motor vehicle records. And incidentally, this is 2 days after the DeFranceschi killing. And several officers were involved in this, including Chief Deputy Greg Ferries, a lieutenant now, John Johnson, who was the sergeant with East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office at that time. And incidentally, I have a connection to Lieutenant John Johnson. He and I were high school buddies. We did some hunting together. He used to pick me up for school every day and drive me to school, actually. And I can tell you that when I found out he was involved in this, my ear actually perked up. So if you're listening, John Johnson, but getting back to it, these teams of detectives, they meet outside the gate that leads into the property of Ryan Sharpe. And they're kind of putting up a game plan together of exactly what everybody's going to do when they go in there. And wouldn't you know, as they are doing this, what pulls out of the driveway of Ryan Sharpe's house but a 4-door white car? So the detectives, they see this and they give chase to Ryan Sharpe, and he actually eludes police for a bit, and you've got like a legit high-speed chase going on at this time. Now, eventually, Sharpe ends up having to backtrack, which he does, and he runs car to car with Chief Deputy Greg Ferries and some other police, and everybody pulls over. And Ferries is the first person out of the car. He draws his gun. He's issuing commands, get out of the car, firm commands. And it's important to note, as of this point, there's a rifle on the front passenger seat of Sharpe's car that Ferries can see. And according to Greg Ferries, he could tell that Sharpe was thinking about it, if you will, for a minute. And when I say that, I mean he's considering grabbing that rifle, but eventually he figures there ain't no way he's going to be able to get that shotgun. And it's at this point, Greg Ferries cracks that door open, grabs him by the shirt to pull him out.
Jim, did you see what happened in Texas today?
Wait, before you tell me that, let me tell you what happened in New York.
It cannot be as crazy as the case I told you about yesterday in Louisiana.
You know what? We should do a podcast about it.
And with that, we did. Crime Wire Weekly covers the crime news headlines that have dominated the week.
We cover trending crimes from all over the country and even sprinkle in a few globally.
Crime Wire Weekly is available now wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Simply by searching Crime Wire Weekly or clicking the link in the description of this podcast. Unfortunately, Sharpe's shirt that he had on was a tank top. So what happens when Ferries grabs this shirt of this now known serial killer? He goes to pull him out of the car, and the freaking shirt slides right off of Ryan Sharpe. So there's Greg Ferries with the tank top in his hand and no body behind it, which is kind of an oh shit moment for everybody. However, fortunately, other police were there and they were able to scoop up Sharpe fairly quickly, and they place him under arrest. And this nightmare is finally over, right? They have this man in custody, and it's all good from a policing perspective in this case at this point right now. Of course, it always gets crazy from here. And what everyone would discover was that in this case, this was just the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play you the key points in the interrogation. And this is the actual recording of the interrogation of Ryan Sharpe. And you're going to hear the most bizarre story you have ever heard in your life. Likely. It's a little bit lengthy. It's about 45 minutes in length, but you need to hear this to understand the story from here.
Ryan?
Yes, sir.
My name is Bill Cox.
Hey, Mr. Bill. I talked to you on the phone.
Yeah, we talked on the phone, and so now we're at State Police Headquarters. Now, I didn't introduce, this is Kevin Gary. He's a detective with the East Feliciana Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
So as I said before, you called me yesterday morning,
Yes, sir.
and said that you were
Yes, sir.
the person who killed the man on Highway 63, Mr. DeFrancesco.
Yes, sir.
And it wasn't you?
I shot him. Yes, sir.
Why did you shoot him?
I was tied into a big federal case, and I was supposed to fill so many tags every year, every so many years.
Oh, okay.
I was given permission to state police during these times if I had to use deadly force, and by the Navy.
Okay. When did you get the permission?
I was on a phone call for two different agencies, state police,
Okay.
the Navy,
What did you use to shoot the man?
not a rifle,
Well, what kind of rifle?
just an old assault rifle,
What kind of old assault rifle?
old 350.
350. So what brand is it? You know?
No, it's old.
And it's but it's 350.
Yeah. And I'm supposed to, when I fill a tag, I'm supposed to call and turn it in. I picked up the phone and called the sheriff's department.
Oh, so that's why you called me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got you. How many tags have you filled in the last 6-8 months?
I'm allowed to shoot deer too through the wildlife and fisheries, and I got a deer down, so and they do qualify that as 2. So,
but what about people?
well, that's qualified as 1.
Yeah, no, but I mean, how many of you tags have you filled on people?
I got a couple more.
Who were those?
I can't tell you right this second.
I thought we were buddies.
I don't have all my ducks in a row on them.
Why not? You didn't report them like you're supposed to, or?
I'm supposed to. It's just the way I'm supposed to do it.
Okay. Well, if I were to ask you about specific events, would you answer me truthfully?
Maybe.
All right. Well,
I'm supposed to. All this goes back to this federal hotel, okay?
okay.
Where all these people are in this big federal case. And when I come unhooked, if I'm unhooked, they start putting more people in there. This is agent, it's a big federal case.
What kind of federal case?
Just a big one.
You can't tell me what it's about?
Oh, it's just different agencies and state police tied into it.
Oh, okay. And well, that 351 rifle of yours.
Yeah.
Did you ever shoot anybody else with it?
I have in the past.
Okay. And do you remember how long ago that might have been?
It's done a little while back. I don't go around shooting people just for the fun of it.
Yeah. Where was it at when you shot them with the other rifle? Do you recall?
I don't want to say right this second.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm supposed to call my tags in one at a time.
Okay.
I'm not.
But have you ever?
If I tell you right now, I'm supposed to provide horses. We call people the horses that go into the hotel. If I tell you right now, I'm gonna lose 2 horses. I don't know if you familiar with this case or not.
Well, you know he is state police. You know that, right?
Oh,
He might.
You ever? Every time you fill a tag, you've called it in.
I have to, or it don't get good.
You don't get credit.
That's right.
When was the last time you used a shotgun to fill a tag?
Oh, it's been a little while.
2-3 months.
Probably so.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're talking.
Mm-hmm,
and
sure.
And you being forthcoming. And
I'm not gonna run from you. I know where I'm at. I'm not.
I'm just curious about the. I mean, you
Put it to you like this.
You are.
Let me tell you something.
Sure.
Not to cut you off. If you wouldn't have picked me up today, in 2 or 3 days, you would have known about the rest of the tags. I can't call in a tag. I got to wait 24 hours before I'm supposed to call in another tag. So I did report myself to the sheriff's department to call in a tag.
Yeah, I took the call for that.
And if I wouldn't have got picked up today, 2 to 3 days from now, all my tags would have been filled.
But you've already filled some tags. That's what I'm saying. You said you've already filled some tags.
Yeah.
So, did you call those in?
No.
No. So, why don't you let me know about them now so I can put them down and you get credit for them?
If then I don't get my horses out of the deal.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
I told you I work for state police. That's part of the deal.
Put me down for 2 more.
All right.
And if right now I'm supposed to be under the bureau right now.
Okay.
I don't use those 3 letters. They don't like me using them.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got 2 more. And once I get 5 tags, it's supposed to be hooked. Now the bureau allowed me up to 12. She gave me 4 years
Okay.
to fill them. But if I got 5 quick, it would lock it in. I mean, Now, it didn't say it was 100% hooked, but it would be locked in.
All right. Well, I want to get you credit for them. Who was what's the other two?
I'll take the other two.
All right. What's the first one?
Bass fella
Tommy Bass.
and the other fella on Pride.
On Pride Road.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And that's it.
What about the one on 959 down there in Hornsby? The guy shot with bird shot.
I know Buck.
Did you shoot him?
Nah, I didn't shoot.
You didn't want him.
You ain't gonna kill Buck Hornsby with a fine shot.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know. Whoever shot around Pride yesterday, I don't know what that was about. That wasn't nothing to do with me.
Yeah, well, you told me that today on the phone when you called me that you said that was bullshit, that you weren't involved in that one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, as far as I know,
Yeah, well, at least you didn't try to take credit for somebody else's work.
no, well,
Let me ask you about Tommy Bass.
what about it?
How'd you do it? How'd you fill the tag with him?
I haven't called it in yet.
Well, I know, but you're gonna get credit for it because I got it written down.
Okay. How'd I feel it?
Yeah.
What you mean?
I mean, how'd you go about slipping up on him or whatever?
I think I kind of had a little work through some agents. I'm not sure. I rode around nervous and I pulled in there, shot him in his driveway.
How far away were you?
Pretty close.
Pretty close. And what'd you use?
Shotgun.
Shotgun. What was it loaded with? You know.
Buckshot.
What brand? You know that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, the buckshot, sure.
And then what'd you do afterwards? You just left?
Oh, yeah, I got out of there.
Where'd you go?
I made a loop, just went back home.
All right. And then what about in Pride?
I made the loop, went back down towards Plank Road.
Back down toward. But no, I meant, how did you feel that tag?
I haven't called it in yet.
I know, but I got it written down. I'm gonna give you the credit for it.
How did I feel it?
Yeah.
With a rifle?
Yeah. You just what? You were riding along?
Yes, sir. And seen him out there.
Okay.
And to the best of my knowledge, I don't know if you know anything about the second lifetime, next lifetime. Well, to the best of my knowledge, all these people are around.
I don't know about it because I haven't been there. So
Right.
you know. But let me ask you this.
And that should be 3. I shot a deer on 960 on Hominosis Place. Now I'm supposed to get qualified for 2 tags.
You get 2 for deer, right?
That's what I'm supposed to get.
Okay.
I get 2 for a deer.
I'm gonna put down Hornsby no, but deer on 960, and we get that times 2. Now, so you're gonna get credit for everything. The man on 63 by the Boy Scout camp.
Yes, sir.
When you were coming down the road, how did you find him?
Tell you the truth, I had 3 on that road. One close to Buck Hornsby's house.
Mm-hmm.
It was an African American man with the telephone company. I wasn't gonna dare shoot an African American.
Well,
We got enough trouble right now with Miss Mary Harris with her agency. And I went down further between Neeson and the Head Start School. They had another guy there, but I was almost positive he's a cop. He was cutting grass. I think I shot him years ago. I think he's in the next lifetime. So I passed him up. And well, to be honest with you, I had an old man out there first. I think he's a vet. I passed him up, and then I had another guy out there cutting grass. And I think he was a Baker cop, I think. I let him go, and I went down there and picked the guy on him. I was running out of time. Normally what happens when I run out of time on these tags, they start picking people up close to me. I'm pretty sure they have one of my buddies already picked up. I think state police had him. I'm not, I don't.
did you go with the man on 63? You went past him?
Passed him up 2 or 3 times.
Okay. And did you have anybody with you on any of these?
No, I don't pull anybody in this kind of business.
So how did you get that long gun out the window while you're driving?
Roll one down, start shooting.
Did you you kept it rolling or you stopped?
Yeah, I'm still moving.
Pretty good shooting.
I've shot out helicopters before.
Yeah, you get used to really moving in now, don't you?
It ain't the easiest thing to do.
So nobody else gets any credit.
No, I don't even discuss this business with anybody. I was locked under the colonel. We have a new colonel now. I'm probably not going to get locked under him again. I told you, I wasn't looking for state police to get me out of here, or into the bureau or any agency. Only people who can get me out is through the military.
Yeah, that's who you've been dealing with, pretty much.
I was under them years ago. I didn't show back up when I used to go to Special Forces. One time I was probably dirty, couldn't pass the drug test. I knew I'd be in the brig 6 months. I didn't show up. And when I did, I kind of shit my own syrup with them.
So
now, I'm trying to get back in with them. To get back, be back in good graces with them.
So you were in the service?
I guess not legally, but we call it Secret Service.
You use the same vehicle when you field them, or you use different ones?
I used the truck on the first one and my old lady's car on the rest of them.
What kind of truck does she have?
She just got that little white car. She didn't have nothing to do with it. She was sleeping through all of it.
What kind of truck do you have?
A little Nissan pickup.
Okay. Orange? Is it orange or
tan looking?
Tan looking. Okay. Hey.
Everybody in town that knows me. I'm supposed to fill these tags every so often. What I'm trying to do right now is get back with the military. And when it's time to fill these tags, because I'm unhooked, I come unhooked every 4 years. Fill these tags, I get hooked. If I get to go back with the military, I go attend to my business over there. I don't have to ride around my hometown and shoot anybody.
Right.
Attend to my business over there. Whatever happens over there, I come back, nobody knows nothing. That's what I'm trying to get back to.
Did you know any of these guys when you filled the tags? Did you know anybody you ever shot, or you didn't?
I knew the Bass fella.
You knew him?
It was voted on for him to go.
Okay. The bureau, or
when we do the phone calls, it's the bureau, it's another agency, it's the richest man in the country, it's special forces, state police, it's a ton of people on the phone. Mm-hmm. I don't ask them to call me, I just get a surprise call and bam, there it is.
Gotcha.
Everybody's listening.
And they voted that Bass needed to go.
Dale Bass, in these cases right here, in these big federal cases, a lot of times they don't want you to kill a bad guy. They want you to kill a good one. It's hard to believe. Dale Bass was the one they wanted. He's a good guy. He done nothing wrong in his life. His brother, not cousin or whatever, Kelly Bass, he's always been in and out of trouble. He probably should have been the one to go. 2 girls from state police stuck up for him. So Tommy was left.
Have there ever been any more tags that you feel not like? I'm new to all this.
This is all recent. Nothing in the past that slipped by. The way we used to have this years ago, before it was just state police, not agents tied into it. They used to pick me up, and we used to go to the federal hotel, and we pull prisoners out. I'd fill my tags with prisoners.
Is this the first non-prisoners?
No. Man, once the agents tied into this has been going on for years. This is a deadly case. Cops killing, this is serious business. I'm trying to get right now in that hotel. Some of my family members are in there. Been in there a while. Okay. We got 2 families tied into special forces in there. That's why I'm trying to get special forces back underneath. We also have a lance corporal from the Marines in there. This is one that I was engaged to a little girl about a year ago. Her daddy is in the bureau. And this is his grandson in there. So this hotel was all right. I guess, nothing great about a federal prison. But they turned me in. ATF, what's happening? I bounced around. One bureau, one agency, state police. Well, I guess once African Americans start getting tied into it, and I can't blame them, but One lady, I didn't work with her, so she went and showed me who was the boss. She went and got 100 inmates out of Angola, and she stuck them in a hotel. All the white men in the hotel have one leg missing in their penises. All the black men still upstairs doing what they want to do. They were basically everybody slaves in there.
Well, I mean, I got you down to get you credit. You okay right now?
Yeah, I mean,
Not comfortable? You need water?
no, I'm good.
Been treated all right today.
But way better than that hard bed in there.
Yeah. Well, everybody treated you okay. Ain't nobody bothered you, either.
Hey, I told you on the phone, when I cross paths with you, I ain't going to give you no trouble. Mm-hmm. When they pulled me over, I hopped out of the vehicle.
Well,
Yes, sir, no, sir.
You're man you were, because that's exactly what you told me.
I'm not going to give you no trouble.
Said you weren't going to give the police any trouble.
It won't do no good, too.
Well, why did you want us to send the military?
Huh?
You said something about wanting the military to come get you.
I'm supposed to ask for the military to get back underneath them.
Oh, okay, I got you. So, now that we picked you up, you need to talk to the military, is what you're saying.
I'm asking for the Navy first.
The Navy? Okay.
What today you said you when they got behind you, did you know that was the police and ran, or what?
I had a feeling, but there wasn't no cop cars. They flying that drone all around my house.
Oh, how'd you know that?
Man, I used to help some of these cops back in the day.
Were you in the house?
Yeah, I was underneath it. I was out there hollering at it. Y'all get the hell out of here. I thought it was the Banditos is what I thought it was, because they had one years ago. I shot it down and they got pissed off at me.
And then when you got stopped and they got you, whatever, you had a rifle in the vehicle with you then. Was you going to fill a tag when they stopped you?
I was going to get a radiator cap from my truck.
Did you just keep the rifle in there at all times, or you was going to use
the opportunity? When my tags are not filled,
mm-hmm.
I'll lose points if I leave the house without a gun.
I got you. Now on all
even if I take a piece of shotgun and throw it in the extra cab of the truck, I still got a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you don't get any deductions.
Now, if I'm going to my hunting lease, wildlife and fisheries don't want me riding around with it on the seat. It looks like I'm hunting. They want to put it in the extra cab of the truck. When you get back on the road, then you put it on them.
Where's your hunting lease?
I'm in Sat somewhere over there in Livingston. It ain't much to brag about, but it's somewhere still to go. I just run rabbit dogs out there.
I'll tell you what. We'll let you sit here for a minute, and if you got, I'm gonna go. Kevin and I are gonna talk a minute now. See if got him. If we think any more questions we want to ask.
Yes, sir.
Is that all right?
Sure.
You hungry or anything?
No, I'm good. Y'all take your time. What's going on?
What's going on, man? I'm Lieutenant Moore. How you doing today?
Ryan Sharpe. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Lieutenant's from Sheriff's Office here in East Baton.
In this parish. So.
Yes, sir.
I want to take you back so we be sure we get all this right. Tommy Pass. Okay. He was murdered back in June, something like that.
I don't know exactly.
I mean, you filled tag in July or whatever. Do you remember anything about that day? About the weather?
Yeah, rain.
Right? And
June 19th.
and you said you went there in your pickup truck.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you pulled up in there in Tommy's driveway, you said. And what did you see when you pulled up in there?
Well, he just outside peeling with his truck.
He looked like he was working on his truck. Or
He was moving stuff around.
how did his truck look? I mean, was you know anything? Notice anything about it?
Chevrolet pickup. 4-wheel drive.
Was it jacked up or?
It had 4-wheel drive. Kind of top.
No, I mean, was like it.
Oh, no. He was like roadworthy. I mean, he had the hood up. Like, person to pull out.
Was the engine running or anything?
Yeah.
The engine was running?
Yes.
All right. And so then what'd you do? I mean, did he know you?
Oh, yeah.
What did he say when you came walking up?
First, I parked it in his driveway. I was having doubts about it. I said, man, I really don't want to do it. And finally, I backed up in there. I just told him I need some air from a tire. He didn't even know I told him there.
Okay.
I let him walk off and he turned around and I shot him.
So you stayed near your truck and went back into your truck and
Right.
got your gun while he was walking back to his vehicle?
He walked to turn the air compressor on. He probably walked 20 steps. He walked, turned around and shot him.
You shot him, you standing up?
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
Oh, he dropped. It was a kill shot.
How was he when he hit the ground?
I didn't stare at him when he hit the ground.
You didn't, so you don't know?
I don't know what kind of pattern he got for his pellets, but I would imagine the majority of the shot got him.
Did he,
No, he collapsed. He didn't.
he collapse? Was he like kind of down on his knees or something?
He dropped. When he dropped, I got out of there.
He fell backwards or he fell face
I don't think. He was probably in the middle of falling when I was in the middle of leaving.
Okay. What was he wearing? You know?
I said t-shirt. I always had suspenders on.
Do you have a ball cap on or anything, you think?
I think he may have.
You said it was raining. Was it raining when you were at his house or just it rained before or after?
It was in between storming, but it was just drizzling when I pulled in.
All right. Did you see anybody else around there? Or just you?
Just me.
All right.
I let him pass twice that day. I seen him one time by the gravel pit. It was kind of one of them deals. I was looking for something else, I guess.
The gravel pit up by Powers?
Yeah, he worked over there. I seen him there. I could have shot him 5 or 6 times that day.
Was he walking or he was in his vehicle?
No, he was standing up.
Just standing around?
Yes.
Well, where all did you see him? I'm pretty familiar with that area.
Just, I went down that gravel road by where his pit is.
Okay, yeah. The one at dead end?
Well, I seen him going in there, and went down there, seen him coming out.
Did you go in Powers store or?
That day?
Yeah.
No.
Flanagan's?
No.
Okay. Because, I know Tommy used to hang out in both those places.
Oh, yeah. See him every morning talking, love to talk.
I didn't know if you went in there after him or
Oh, in the store after him?
not to fill the tag, just to.
Oh, have I talked to him in the store?
Yeah.
I've been talking to him in the store for the past 10 years.
Okay.
He's normally there before they open in the morning.
When was the last time you talked to him prior to the incident?
Oh, I mean, maybe see him at the store and see how it's going, or see him at the auto parts or something. As far as going to visit him, I never hung out with him like that.
No.
Did you see him at the auto parts that day?
No, it's happened in the morning.
Oh, okay. Well, earlier you told me on the guy on 63,
Yeah.
DeFranceschi,
Yeah.
you said you had passed by him several times that day?
I passed by him several times in the last couple of months.
Okay, so you knew he was out there fairly often or whatever.
Well, it was probably they wanted me to shoot a woman, to tell you the truth.
How come?
Because it's just one of them traps out there.
They didn't.
I told him flat out on the phone, I ain't shooting an African American. It's gonna cause some problems, and I ain't gonna kill a woman. It's only gonna be white men. Hey, I did shoot the deer.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if I had a bunch of deer in a herd. I could have shot them all and filled all the tags.
So the man on 63, that day, the day you filled your tag, you went by him and turned around and came back and was shooting while you were headed back home?
Yeah, I shot on the way back home.
Yeah, so where did you turn around?
About 3 or 4 driveways past him.
Do you remember any other cars around when you were out there?
No, that's another thing too. I try to make sure there no cars coming.
I mean, do you remember any, like when you were going down the road going there?
No, there's cars up and down the road all day.
So you just make sure it's cool.
If I see 2 cars coming way behind me, I just pull over and wait. Let the cars pass.
On that evening on 63, what vehicle you were in?
I was in Molee's car. She was at home sleeping.
Which one is that?
A little white Nissan.
White Nissan.
All right, and how many times did you shoot?
I say 3 or 4. I think I missed him the first shot.
3 or 4 times.
I was still rolling. I was probably still going 15 miles an hour.
So you was still mobile when you
Oh, it was still rolling.
when you shoot? Okay, because a rifle is a little different from the handgun, I guess. How did you position the wheel? You was holding it with your knee up, or
I was foot on the brake, slowing down and shooting like that.
okay, you just leaned out the window and just
Yes, sir.
shot out? And you think you fired approximately 3 to 4 times?
I think 4.
And you missed him once.
I think I missed him the first shot.
Did he notice you were shooting at him? Did he look at you? Or?
I think because he was weedy, and I don't think he knew where the first shot come from. And another 3 hit him hard.
You saw him when he fell?
Oh, yeah.
Did he fall on his back or face down? Or?
I'd say probably collapsed on his side.
Okay.
He was one deal, shot quick, had to grab the steering wheel. You know,
He was weedy?
that's what it looked like to me.
Okay.
And I didn't stop, you know.
You were just rolling.
I probably went from 30 miles an hour, 40, down to about 15. Slowed down quick, threw out the window, missed the first shot, fired 3 more. Until I hit him low in here.
Do you have a scope on that rifle? Or
No.
No?
Open sights.
You hit him low?
Yeah, it was a bad shot. Should have hit him up in there.
Where did you hit Tommy?
Thought he chest shot. He
Got him in the chest. Have you changed cell phone recently?
No.
Been having the same phone for how long?
Years.
Years. All right, well, I don't know much about what happened at Pride, but Lieutenant Moore does. So I asked you some questions.
That's
about
pretty
that.
much why I'm here, you know. On the evening, of course, it was the 19th. Do you remember that day, how that went?
Oh, when I shot him?
Yes, sir.
Real easy to understand. Passed by, standing out there, had a green shirt on. And I fired twice and hit him.
What direction you were going?
Towards Plank Road.
Towards Plank Road? Did you go past him?
Passed him, turned around, came up, shot him, and went on.
Where'd you turn around?
Probably up there at the last little road before you get to Pride Park.
Oh, Robinson?
No, other side of the road. Jerry Kent, man?
Yeah, okay.
Jerry Lane or something?
Mm-hmm.
Right in there.
Okay. Did you sit there for a little while?
No, I seen him and I heard around, spun around there and run back over him.
What vehicle you were in? That
Same little car.
little white Nissan?
Yeah.
What did you do with the ejected cases? You reload them?
Nah. I don't have no legal equipment.
What did you do? Just throw them away?
Some of them, yeah, still on the bushes.
Where
The one on 63, there should have been bullets all on the ground.
Oh, you threw them out on 63?
It should have been. I couldn't find any in the car. I found one. The other 3 should have been on the road. I could hear them hitting the road from the car.
Now, when they did fall in the car,
Yeah.
where did you throw them? Somewhere around your house, or
I throw them in the bushes, throw them out the window.
as you were driving?
Yeah. Let's get rid of them.
What about the one on Pride Plaza? Because there were no casings found there.
I didn't find the one in the car.
Oh, so you found one in the car, but
Yeah.
you fired twice?
Yeah. It should have been a shell on the ground.
Where was he standing when you shot him?
Standing almost by his driveway by the ditch.
He had anything in his hand or anything like that?
Yeah, like a pump spray or something.
A pump sprayer? Like he was weed eating or something like that?
Yes, sir.
Did you see anybody near his house, anything? Or did you stop with that one or you kept rolling?
I don't know. I was still rolling.
So you
About the same thing, about 10, 15 miles an hour.
You just
He dropped flat on his, and he dropped on his butt. I said, well,
he dropped on his butt.
yeah. And then he leaned over to, I guess, his right side. It might have been his left, because I was facing.
And
When I shoot, I don't
You don't stop.
I've been shot back at before. I don't stick around.
You
to
don't
see.
stop them.
I don't stop.
So when you saw him fall, well, I don't know if you've seen it, like you saw him fall on his butt
Yeah.
and then turn over, so you just rolled.
I kept on.
Were you speeding, or you just rolled out casually?
Oh, I hopped up to about 60 real quick.
About 60. Did you pass Pride one stop?
No, I went the other way. I was going towards Plank.
Oh, so you was going towards Plank.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just rolled on straight to your house?
Yep.
So you went to up Pride Production Road to Plank Road.
No, I cut through one of them gravel roads.
What you remember which one?
One of them Scottsboro roads and all that.
Oh, you went through Skybar?
I cut through all that and then got back on the road.
Okay, so you went Skybar.
Yeah, I didn't get on Plank.
About how long it took you went straight home?
Yeah.
Did you stop anywhere before you went there?
None of these times I shot, I didn't stop anywhere.
So that morning, this happened, my incident happened around about 5:30, somewhere around that time. You remember that, the time?
No, I was around there. I'd say about 6 o'clock. Maybe it's 5:30.
Okay. But prior to that, did you know this guy? You knew who you were targeting, or you?
He had a green shirt on.
Okay. So you looked for somebody with a green shirt on.
Each side's got a different color shirt.
Yeah.
Whatever color I hit, that's who gets a point.
Oh, okay. So you
There's a blue.
go.
One lady's got blue shirts. She's an African American. If I see a blue shirt, I don't shoot. Trying to start no business on
Yeah.
that.
Now, the guns that were used in these incidents, okay? Did you put them in a safe, or you just basically put them about around your house?
They just around my house.
Yes, right. Where was that 3.50 be?
I'm leaning against the wall in the house.
In what room?
Den.
In the den.
Yes,
Do you have more than one of them, or
just one.
just one? What about the rifles? Where would they be in your house?
What was in the car when they stopped me?
I mean the shotguns. I'm sorry.
Leaning against the door, leaning next to the door.
The front door. Is that your wife or your girlfriend?
No, it's just a girlfriend I moved in a few months ago.
You said she didn't know anything that was going on.
Yeah, she ain't tired of this at all. I did take her car while she was sleeping.
That place in your place, right?
Yes, sir.
When you get it?
I bought it in 03.
The days that you were of these incidents, I know me. I feel uncomfortable when I leave my house without my phone. Did you have your phone with you with these incidents?
Mm-mm.
You didn't bring it with you?
If I do, I pull the battery out of it.
Why'd you do that?
Man, we can't track it.
So you can't track it. So that's one of the reasons you didn't take
That's just to leave it at home. If the phone turns up, anybody can tell if you pull the battery out of it, and it, better off just leave the phone at home. It still shows just the GPS still picks up.
Is this a routine thing that you do all the time when you leave the house, or just when you
What, with the phone?
or when you fill in your tags?
Just the tags. If not, I'm normally working. I need my phone for business.
Okay. Your business pretty lucrative. You make pretty good money.
During the flood, I did pretty good.
Have you did any of these guys? Maybe Tommy's house or
No.
these. The guy on Pride Production, you didn't know him at all.
Never met him.
Did you see it on the news?
Oh, yeah.
How did that feel?
Serious business.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever feel like calling prior to you calling this cop team?
I knew he was adding up. I was fixing to turn on my tags in.
So today, you had a rifle in your car.
Right.
Were you going to attempt to fill a tag?
No. I was going to the auto parts to get a radiator cap for my truck.
But you was coming up though, right?
What? That's another tag?
Yes, sir.
Once I got these 5, I'm just enough to get me hooked.
We see you got 3 right now.
The deer count for 2?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I got it down.
I see you got it.
That's fine.
So you got your 5 tags.
My 5 tags.
So did you clean your cars out after this, or you just
What you mean, clean?
like when you get home, you go look for casings in the car, or you wipe it down, or what do you?
I ain't wiping it down. Let's look for the casings.
You make sure there are no casings in there.
Old lady get pulled over and they look in her car. She don't know what the hell's going on.
You think you remember where you next throwing the cases, or you throw them out on the way?
I've thrown them out on the road. I've thrown a couple out down my driveway.
So you think you may have some down your driveway?
There might be a couple thrown out right there.
From Monday and from the incident on the 19th on private collection?
I don't know about private collection, but one of the day I threw them out.
On your driveway?
Yeah, there's probably a couple down there. Well, ain't a lot. You can look for them, but the weeds is pretty high.
Let me ask you this. What about at Tommy Bass' house?
I got rid of that shell.
What'd you do with it?
Burned it.
How come?
It landed in the back of my truck.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I didn't know it till a couple of days later. It was stuck by the tailgate.
Where'd you burn it at?
Just fire pile behind the house.
So it should be in a firepower.
I threw the brass away in the trash.
Oh.
The garbage done got it.
You say you had nothing to do with the Hornsby shooting?
Buck Hornsby, I'm surprised there ain't a bunch of people that killed his ass.
I know, but did you have anything to do with that? You say he's your friend, I guess.
We ain't friends. I know him.
Did you shoot at him?
Yeah, I shot at him.
So you did shoot at him?
Yeah, I meant to miss him.
You ain't aimed. You really didn't want to hit him because I could tell it felt good.
I missed him. I shot to the right twice. He got ricocheted.
Because I can tell the way you shoot.
I didn't want to say it at first because I got a feeling that might be a tag if they want me to fill another one.
Well, we're not going to mention that.
And that's through federal people too. I'm not gonna mention anything.
So how many times did you fire at him?
Twice.
What you were driving when you?
Little car, same thing.
The white car.
Yeah.
So you wasn't in the truck this time.
No, don't tell me Bass. I was in the truck. Don't tell me I was in the car.
So explain.
Deer too. Shot the deer out the car.
So explain the situation with Tommy Bass. Not Tommy Bass.
But
Hornsby. What happened that
he's
day?
out there walking in the morning with a green shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
And he got close to the road.
Did he see you?
Nah. Shot twice. He hit the ground. You could tell it wasn't a good shot, but I missed him.
You pretty much tried to scare him when he saw you.
He ain't gonna kill him with no shotgun. He didn't kill him with a rifle.
Why you weren't trying to fill a tag?
Oh, I was trying to fill a tag.
So you were looking.
No, I was trying to fill a
So
tag.
you were looking for him that day.
That's right.
So he was a target.
He was.
How long you had been looking for him?
Soon as I seen him.
That day or prior to?
No, not just soon as I seen him.
Did you make some passes by him? Or?
One or two.
Did you have on long pants or short pants?
He had shorts on.
And on shorts.
Yeah.
And was he right there by that?
He was right there by that trailer.
By that trailer?
Yeah. What happened to that casing?
I don't know. Probably on the road.
So you lost that one. You
Yeah.
didn't blow back. So you basically, you basically.
Same deal. Still rolling and shot. If I'd have stopped, I would have got him.
You thought you missed and got him a ricochet?
You could hear the BBs nailed the 10 on the trailer.
Oh, okay.
And he dropped. Now I figured he might have got hit once or twice.
Did it drop?
He dropped and took off like a
First or
football.
second shot?
I think the first one, I shot twice so fast. The first one you already heard hit 10. I think he was spinning around, and that's when the second one fired so quick. I mean, I shot doom.
And then what happened?
Oh, he hit the ground, and then he was running like a football player on the ground getting underneath the trailer.
Why you didn't shoot again? Too much time.
Too much time. It was morning time and traffic. I don't know. Maybe I was a little nervous.
Which route did you take home that day?
Straight back down 63 and went to the house.
You didn't.
You were headed towards Flinnikins when you shot.
No, I went and got gas at Paradise. The gas light was on the car. About to run out, so I'm going to fill up with gas And then on the way back is when I spotted him.
So you went to fill up gas.
Yeah, first.
It's terrorized.
So you went to Paradise Truck Stop out there on 16.
Yes, sir. That's all right.
You got gas
Yes, sir.
in a little white car.
Yes, sir.
And then did you use cash or credit card?
Probably cash.
Okay. And then you, when you came back, you were coming east on 955. I mean on 63.
Let's see. It runs east to west. I guess I was going west if I was going home.
Okay. And you saw Tommy. I mean Buck.
But
Passed him, turned around. Passed him, turned around, and then shot.
yes, sir.
Twice.
Twice, back to back.
Dum.
That's it.
Just curious. When you shoot, do you lean toward the passenger side? Shoot, or do you put it out the window? The barrel out the window.
Well, the barrel might be out the window. My elbow's still stuck in the car. My hand might be out the window. This ain't no stop and prop up on the window.
Yeah,
and take a shot like you're trying to.
So you taking a roll.
This is a quick ordeal. You shooting off the road. This is another thing too. If I would shoot somebody every couple years, I wouldn't have come unhooked. I came unhooked because I didn't shoot nobody in like 5 years. This is why I came unhooked. And I have a certain quick amount of time before federal agents make me. They don't want me pulling. They want me to shoot straight off the highway. No slip up on nobody's house. Nothing like that. It's got to be shooting from a blacktop shot for it to count.
That'll be more.
Yeah. So then it gets way harder. It ain't like you pull down there and catch somebody in the country and you.
So question.
You know.
Question. Not to cut you off. You say you hadn't filled tag prior to this in 5 years.
Probably so.
Have you 5 years ago? What happened? Anything happened? You filled any tags?
I filled tags over the years. You touch it.
Can you name one?
Nah, you have to take that up. Yeah, SUX Colonel or something. I don't know.
So
I used to get my tags, like I told you, out of the federal hotel. Go get some prisoners. Take care of business.
you have to fill a tag using a handgun?
If it says it's been a long time ago, I don't have a handgun.
You don't own a handgun?
Don't own one at all.
When the last time you owned one?
Last time I had one, I shot my pecker off with it. For the girls at state police could come to my house and get my pecker.
What?
Yeah. So
So you
they
shot.
took my gun. Well, they was coming to get it anyhow.
What kind of gun was that?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while.
I told you it was strange, and it's really about to get wild in this case once this goes to trial. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap up this episode, and we'll pick it up next week with the trial, the conviction, and the retrial of Ryan Sharpe. And if that confuses you, don't worry. I'm going to fill you in on all of this craziness next week. Thank you so much for listening. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Bloody Angola Podcast, commercial-free early releases, and we're about to start dropping a bunch more stuff on there, so check that out. Consider supporting Bloody Angola Podcast. And until next time, I'm Jim Chapman of Bloody Angola Podcast, 142 years in the making, the complete story of America's bloodiest prison. Peace.
I walk a straight line, shackled and chained. Oh, gruesome Gertie is calling my name. There is no mercy in this penitentiary. Just ask the Hillstream gang.